Well, may the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness follow you when you're far from home. Those are just a few of the words that sing us in every Saturday morning here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal. We've been coming to you now for a little over 2 years, bringing you these radio shows, but our magazine has been around for 26 years. You can still pick up our 25th anniversary issue at 650 locations for about another month. Then we'll be coming out with our new issue. I love bringing my guests on that are actually in the pages of the Oklahoma Senior Journal. And in this 25th anniversary issue, we have the Oklahoma Senior Games. It was the 2018 Oklahoma Senior Games on page 72, but they're renewing and they're going to be with us in this next issue in about a month. But what I love is Miss Kathleen Fitzgerald. She would be the, I would say, acting administrator or head honcho. What would y'all call her?
Yeah, she's the top dog.
She's the top dog. So she is out there right now in the radio land listening to us, but she is now having me interview different competitors that are a part of the Senior Games. So that's right. A little bit of a spoiler alert, but I do have some athletes here in the studio today from the Oklahoma Senior Games, and they're going to tell you a little bit about what they've done in order to be a part of the Senior Games competition. But before that, I do want to let you know how you can go find an Oklahoma Senior Journal. So you can do that by going to my website at OKSeniorjournal.com. That's O and then a K, spell out senior, spell out journal.com. And you'll see a tab there that says distribution. Just click on it and it'll tell you exactly where you can pick up an Oklahoma Senior Journal in your neck of the woods in the 405 area code. So if you live in the 405 area code, I can guarantee you're going to find a publication near you. This magazine is 88 pages. We're getting ready to go to 116. So we have over 6,000 local resources for the 50 plus. This is something that we put together, like I said, a little over 26 years ago to help people navigate aging and aging well. So, without further doodly-doo, and also if you don't feel like going to your computer or iPad or phone, you can always give Robin Gunn, that is your hostess, a phone call, and I'll tell you exactly where you can pick up an Oklahoma Senior Journal. So give me a call at 405-816-7889. That's 405-816-7889. Now let's get into our show. I've got a couple of gentlemen here that I want to introduce you to. The first is sitting right next to me. His name is Wes Miller. Good morning, Wes Miller.
Good morning.
So glad to have you here. He has a total radio voice. Hallelujah. All right. So Wes, he was born and raised on a farm in western Oklahoma. So tell me the name of that western Oklahoma town.
Thomas, Oklahoma.
Thomas, I've been through it a many a time. That's great.
Just a little bit north of Weatherford, out in the middle of nowhere.
Right, it is, and it's a cute little town. How many people hail from there?
About 1,200, 1,300 people.
Okay, there you go. So Wes has pursued 3 careers during his life: farming, teaching, and the oil field. So in teaching, what grade were you teaching and what courses were you teaching?
I started teaching 5th grade, and it only took me 12 years to make it to calculus and AP calculus and computer programming. But I kept moving up as I went through my career.
Well, there you go. I know you just told me you would see some of your students out on the oil field when you
Yeah, for a while I taught alternative ed, and every once in a while I'd be out on a rig somewhere, and some young man would look at me and say, "Did you teach math at Weatherford High School?" And I'd have to figure him out, kind of like Peter Pan, where he's going, "There he is,
there.
I see him."
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing when I go to my high school reunions. They cover their tag, and they're like, "Quit it. You have grown up some." So, so anyway, besides this, 4 years ago, your son-in-law saw you running/walking a 5K and offered to become your coach.
Yeah, I would run 2 blocks and walk a block, run 2 blocks and walk a block, and struggle through a 5K. And so his idea was to sign me up for a winter indoor triathlon series, 1 a month, December, January, and February. And I thought he was working on early inheritance, really. I did. And at the end of it, I thought,
I love it.
I thought, I can do this. I think I can do this. So I went to the March in OKSJ, the very first duathlon of the year, and I PR'd my first 5K, and I jumped on the bike, and it was downhill, downwind, and I thought, this is amazing. And then we turned around, and it was uphill, upwind. I was seeing stars by the time I got in.
Bless you.
I set a PR worst on my second 5K, but I finished, and I was hooked. And I've been doing it ever since. And right after that, I found the Oklahoma Senior Games, found out I could enter through them for one of the normal events, triathlons, and
You're like, I'm all in.
Now I'm the 2-time state champion.
Look at you. You know, and that's how you have to start out. Nobody should start out strong because it'll kill you.
Don't get good and then start. Start and then get good.
That's right. That makes no sense. All right. Just to Mr. Wes Miller's right, I have Orrin, and I'm probably going to say your name wrong, so pronounce it for me.
Orion.
So I've got Orion Whitney here. Orion Whitney is a 1934 model. That's exactly the same model as my mother.
I'm old.
No, you are just mature. But I have just been notified from my producer. We only have a minute left. So when I come back, I'm going to finish introducing you to Orion. Did I do it?
You got it.
Amen. Orion Whitney. So we will talk about him when we come back. But this is a show on the Oklahoma Senior Games. It starts August 31st and goes through October the 19th. At any time, you can enter in during those months. So we will be back to talk about that here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal, here on the Eagle, 1640 AM KZLS.
When aging, unexpected events can happen that require an individual to need extra help to stay home. Care Plus Home Care, an exceptional family-owned and operated business, has been providing that care for over 26 years. We assist with bathing, dressing, medication reminders, and other personal care needs. Care Plus Home Care also provides companion care, light housekeeping, meal preparation, and many other services. Our caregivers have special training to work with dementia and Alzheimer's clients. We work hard to match all our clients with a professional caregiver based on each person's needs. Scheduling is flexible and care can be provided up to 24 hours a day. Our nurse will custom tailor a care plan based on the client's wishes. Visit our website at careplusathome.com to read our testimonials and call us at 405-769-2551 and schedule a free in-home assessment with our nurse. Stay home, stay well with the best in home care.
Well, hello there. This is Robin Gunn, the publisher and editor of the Oklahoma Senior Journal magazine, and now on-air host with KZLS 1640, The Eagle, coming to you every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We're so proud to be able to bring you these programs, but there's something else we're very proud about. A year ago, we added an app. So the Oklahoma Senior Journal now has an app you can put right on your smartphone, and let me tell you how to do that, because it's easy. All you need to do is pull up your phone exactly like you're going to send a text. And in that to line where you would normally put someone's name or phone number, you put these numbers, 95577. That's 95577. And it'll automatically separate and put a dash in there, and that's okay. And then down in the message part of your text, type this, all like it's one word, 50PLUS. 50PLUS, 50 plus. Then hit the send button, and you'll automatically get a link that will allow you to download the Oklahoma Senior Journal right on your phone. Now, how great is that? You'll be able to listen to all these radio shows. We have a find your car, like if you park your car in a location, it'll put a pin in it, it'll walk you back to your car. All of the Oklahoma Senior Journal issues are on there, videos, and a myriad of other 15 options that are available on the app. So please download the Oklahoma Senior Journal app today.
I thought I could handle taking care of Mom, but she needs help just getting around. And I work full time. She doesn't sleep, so I have to be up with her. I'm always worried and constantly stressed. I don't know where to turn.
Turn to Home Care Assistance. We know caring for an elderly parent can be difficult. It takes years of training and experience. At Home Care Assistance, we've written some of the industry's leading books on caregiving. Call us at 1-866-4LIVE-IN or go to homecareassistance.com. Our caregivers are experienced in working with frail seniors and provide compassionate, attentive care. From exercise and companionship to bathing and grooming, Home Care Assistance provides the experienced care your loved one needs. So take the worry out of your life.
For the best home care services in Oklahoma City, call Home Care Assistance of Oklahoma, 405-285-4191. Find us online at homecareassistanceoklahoma.com or call 405-285-4191.
Okay, coming back in here with the Forever Young song, because don't you agree we always feel forever young inside of our heads? Always. Yes. So, something else that'll help you feel forever young is if you get out there and start competing in the Oklahoma Senior Games. There is literally 25 plus competitions you can get involved in, and they're not all running and tennis and what else? Triathlons. There's all kinds of things. There's walks you can get involved in, pickleball, washer toss,
Bowling, golf.
That's good. Shuffleboard. So there's just tons of things you can get involved in. These two gentlemen, though, that are in the studio today, Mr. Wes Miller, who we just introduced, and Orion Whitney, who I'm in the middle of introducing, both do tennis or triathlon. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Orion Whitney. He, again, was born in 1934, and like I said, that's the same year my mother was born. He was born in Oklahoma City. My mom always calls herself the 1934 model. Mr. Orion, it has a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from Oklahoma University, and was also commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1957 in the U.S. Air Force, correct?
That's correct. Air Force, I love.
Thank you for the service. Hallelujah. He also has a master's degree in industrial engineering from Oklahoma State University in 1966. He has a 20-year career with the United States Air Force, which ended with his retirement in 1978 from Tinker Air Force Base. Orion also has a Bronze Star from his service in the Vietnam War in 1966. Bless you, sir. And he's married to Miss Heidi Whitney. I'm going to give a shout to Heidi Whitney because she's right here in the studio with us. Thank you for being here, Whitney. They have 6 children, and 2 children have gone on to be with the Lord.
That's right.
God bless you. Their hometown is Midwest City, USA.
Yes,
right
ma'am.
Here. That's beautiful. Well, I am so glad you're both in the studio. So, Orion, you are a tennis guy, right?
I sure is. I'm a tennis guy.
All right. So I want to ask you about your tennis career a little bit. What is your family history and what led you to your athletic ability?
Well, thank you for asking that.
You're welcome, sir.
My dad was born in 1883. How many of us can say that? And he was the captain of the Bucknell track team.
Bucknell.
And he ran the mile. And they ran against the Carlisle Indians.
Okay.
And Jim Thorpe was there.
Wow.
So I put 2 and 2 together, although my dad never discussed that with me. Amazing as it sounds. And I think he ran the mile against Jim Thorpe. And he was 5'6", and Thorpe was what?
He was a big man.
he was.
6'4" maybe. So I don't know how many times my dad's feet hit the ground when Jim's feet hit the ground, but he hit the ground at least 4 times. Every one for that large Jim Thorpe.
Wow.
That's where I got my genes, and my brother got those same genes. Ed played tennis for OU. I never was good enough. Matter of fact, I have no fame in tennis at all until New Mexico when I won that silver.
You won a silver in Albuquerque, New Mexico last year.
Last year, I never won anything until I was 55, which is what Wes, about the time Wes is right now. I started winning at age 55 and on.
Okay.
Because I didn't put on the weight the rest of the guys did. That's one reason. So there's my genes from my dad, and my brother, same deal. I have a nephew played tennis at Georgia Tech.
Okay.
I never was good enough to make the OU team. I wasn't good enough in tennis, so I went out for boxing.
Okay.
And the coach, after I worked a while boxing, because I was a good boxer, I was a Mid-South champ at the resounding age of 88 pounds. And I was
88
fighting guys
pounds.
105 pounds, so in military school. But I was a boxer, very good at that. So I went to the OU boxing team, and the guy asked me to please leave and go back to tennis. So there's my prowess in tennis. It just now happened last year, or this year in Albuquerque.
So
and
in 2019, not 18.
Yeah, in 2019.
Okay.
So I do hold a state record, and I don't remember what year that was. Heidi, that's when I beat the German guy in the finals.
Where?
Yeah, I was down 5-1 in the third, and she brought me some water and told me she's going to leave me if I didn't win that thing. So I came back and won the state title 7-5 in that one. And that's my tennis history and where my genes came from.
I love it, Orion. And I hope I keep saying your name right. Orion.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love that Heidi said she's your motivator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So, Mr. Miller, Wes Miller here, he has qualified for the National Senior Games in track, field, swimming, road race, time trial cycling, and triathlon. Is that all you can do?
Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do. Actually, I just I got started in it, and the first year I did triathlon, and then the next year I looked at it and said, "Wow, look at all these cool things you can do." Well, I could try. I'm swim, bike, run, so let's get in the swim and the bike and the run. The mistake I made was in the track and field. I had a triathlon the next day, and so I decided to run the short, quick event so I wouldn't wear myself out. And I ran a 77-second 400 and was thrilled with it. Personal best since high school, and got
Since high school.
smoking dead last.
And there's no way.
Oh my goodness! The coach for OBU, they run it at Shawnee at OBU, and he was there in my age group. He looks 30, but he's in my age group, the 55 to 59. And he was absolutely brilliant to watch. Amazing. I've never seen that many javelins, old people carrying spears in my life. There must have been 8 or 9 people competing in the javelin throw and the long jump. This year, I'm already entered. I'm going to do the 800 and the 1500 and leave the sprints to the guys with fast twitch muscles, and I'll stay with slow twitch muscles.
So here you are. You ran a 77-second 400 meter.
Lap. Right.
And you were dead last.
Then dead last, and had a blast doing it.
And this was in Albuquerque.
No, this was in Shawnee.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what was this for?
This was for the state.
Okay.
Yeah, Oklahoma Senior Games last year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. So something you mentioned to me, Wes, when we were actually had the mics off at the time, but I said, you're going to have to talk about this on air. So from ages 50 to 74, tell me about the 634 medals.
Okay, if you take all the events that go on, for archery, golf, swimming, shuffleboard, track and field, washer pitch, badminton, all that, for the men's group from age 50 to 74, there were 634 medals that nobody showed up to compete for.
So they actually signed up for them?
No,
They didn't even sign up.
Nobody even signed up. So don't think, there are so many guys I run with and work in triathlon and compete with that could just tear me up. But they haven't entered in the Oklahoma Senior Games. And so I'm the 2-time state champion in triathlon for Oklahoma.
Okay.
And there are so many guys out there that are listening to this going, oh, my goodness, I could take Miller in half asleep. Sign up.
Right. That's what he's saying.
Sign up and enjoy it. There's probably a bronze medal at least in your future.
There you go. I love it. Yeah, these guys brought a bucket full of medals up here with them. We took our picture before we turned on the mics. I'm just telling you, the more I hear about what people are doing in Oklahoma past the age of 50, it's extremely inspiring. So let me talk to you a little bit, Orion, about what was your main source of joy in your tennis career?
Well, again, I appreciate that question very much because tennis has been nothing but joy for me. I love, Wes, you'd appreciate this. I hit a great shot. I love it.
Oh yeah.
And when you run, you love it.
Yeah.
When you swim, you don't love swimming as much as running. You told me, but
Yeah, not drowning is how I swim.
but don't you love it? And I love tennis, and my joy primarily has come from the people. I've known Wes here for 30 years, and I just met the guy 20 minutes ago. And boy, he's wonderful. So Joe Sykes, who cleaned my clock in the finals out in Albuquerque twice. And I love Joe. He's from Tennessee. The hug we gave was very sincere, and I just dearly love his wife in a wheelchair sitting there. I could even see a little tear. She was so happy.
So great.
For him to win. And that's joy. That's joy.
Okay, it is joy.
You start for the competition, and then you stay because of the people. The people are awesome.
That's right.
And my wife.
Yes.
She's
Shout
my
out to
support.
Howdy. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. 11 minutes has already flown by, but we will be back. We've got a lot more show here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal, here on the Eagle, 1640 AM, KZLS. We'll be right back. All right, there we are, coming back in here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which is the magazine, the Oklahoma Senior Journal, which we love bringing you resources that will help you age well on purpose without letting it just sneak up on you. So these two gentlemen in my studio today, they are talking to me about the Oklahoma Senior Games, which all of you can become a part of. Even if you don't think you're the most athletic person in the world, everybody has to start out somewhere. So there are way too many that you can pick from. And if you want to just, we're going to give this out again, but if you want to go to OKSeniorgames.com, that's OK, spell out senior, spell out games with an S.com. You can see all the competitions there. Plus, there's tons of videos that are really inspirational. I did want to ask Wes Miller here. He's a triathloner, and I'm sure that's a professional term, triathloner. Tell me a little bit about, first of all, you were trying to get qualified for a golf game, and what happened with that?
Oh, I competed in the Oklahoma Senior Games golf, and it was 48 degrees and misting rain and just a disgusting day to play golf. And we all got out there and we're, coats on, coats off, jackets, rain, umbrella up and umbrella down. And we got to the ninth hole, and half the guys just said, forget it, I'm done, I'm out of here. And there were 3 guys left in my age group, and I came in the middle, so I ended up getting the silver. Yeah, and I think I shot a 102 or something. It was horrible.
Well, how fun, though.
And got the silver.
That's so great. So you stuck it in there, and that's how you were able.
I show up.
I was just going to say that.
I have a blast showing, and I show up. That's
show
what I
up.
do.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There you go. And will you explain to me a little bit about that this year is not a qualifying year for the Senior Games, meaning if you win, just explain this to me.
The Oklahoma Senior Games is held each year. And so every year we have the Senior Games, all the events. But the National Senior Games is biannual. And so you qualify in, this is 2019. So you'll qualify in 2020 for the National Senior Games in 2021 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So this year, it would be a great year just to go out, get in whatever you want to, because it's all going to be locals. It's all going to be just us having a blast doing it. And there's no pressure. You don't have to worry about superstars coming in and showing you. Don't worry about that part. It's not a big deal. Just come have a blast. The people are so great at these events.
That's just what I hear people echoing. So, Orion, what would you say about the relationships that you have built at Senior Games?
Well, I tell you, at Albuquerque, I had 27 family members from 6 states. And they were almost thrown out of the place on at least 2 occasions.
Well,
but every time I
rowdy?
hit a good shot, you can imagine, and every
they
time I
just went
didn't, it
crazy.
was utter silence. But that's my family, and that started back in Stanford in 2009.
Okay.
I went all the way through Constellation, and after getting beaten the first round by Roger Hing, who was #1 in the world, so to speak, at that time, and I had 15 out there then. Then I played in Birmingham, and I had 18,
Okay.
and then 27
In
Albuquerque. Wasn't so red hot in Arkansas, where I qualified for the gold twice. By the way, when you qualify, if you don't make it in Oklahoma, go somewhere else. Louisiana. I got a silver in Louisiana one year, and you can steal their gold and their silver in Louisiana. At least you could then. So I was not very popular in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, but that's the relationship I love so much. My wife, my beautiful
Partner in life.
yeah, she's the main one. But gosh almighty, hon, I hope I got the numbers right. But it was 15 or more at most of those.
Okay.
And the story he told is not uncommon. There was a 90-something-year-old lady at the 5K, and there were 20 people in the same "Here for Grandma,"
Yes.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Bright yellow T-shirts.
That's so great.
Yeah.
You were telling a story that we always hear the good stories when the mics are off. So I wanted Wes Miller to repeat this story about a lady that was in the bombing, in the Murray Building bombing. She was 28 years old at the time.
Amy Downs Head is an inspiration to a lot of us. Amy was in the Murrah Building when it went down. She was 28 years old, weighed 355 pounds, and she, laying there for 6.5 hours, she made up her mind that if she lived through it, she was going to do something with her life. And this year, she became CEO of the credit union she was a teller at that day. And she finished an Ironman.
In the senior games.
No, this just an Ironman.
Oh,
Now,
she did an Ironman competition.
Yeah, and she's such an inspiration to all of us. And I run against her in some of the competitions during the year. And she's one of the people that makes the community of athletes what it is. Don't worry about, just get started.
There.
The people are what keep you in. Really neat people. The encouragement. You'll have two guys that are going for an award, and one will trip and bust up his leg, and the other guy will pick him up, and they'll get him back on, and then they'll take off back again.
Just the camaraderie of the athletes.
It's amazing.
So, Orion, would you tell me if somebody is from Oklahoma, do they have precedence over somebody maybe that came in from Tennessee to do the competitions here during the Oklahoma Senior Games?
Well, in Oklahoma, they do.
Okay.
Here, you cannot steal a medal. So if my friend from Arkansas returns a favor and comes here and he beats me, we both win the gold.
Okay.
We both won the gold in Arkansas.
Okay.
Bill Ligon won the gold, even though I beat him. We both were gold medal people. In Louisiana, the reason I almost got invited to leave the state immediately was I won the silver, and there was no silver in Louisiana at that time for that poor guy that I beat. So I bet you now they're like Oklahoma. Most states are like Oklahoma.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you qualify up the top 4 Okies and the top 4 in general, but the top 4 Okies cannot be pushed out of qualifying.
I really like that part. That's great. Orion, what would you tell me, what is, if some of your achievements and tournaments that you've been a part of?
Well, I have won a little more than I implied a while back, but I get down on myself. But the fact is, I didn't win much of anything till I was 50. Now, when I was 30, I was playing open tennis.
Okay.
That's no fun. You're playing people like McEnroe, for goodness sake. No, not that good. But anyways, a young man, 20, 25, 30, better be a heck of a tennis player. He's not going to get too many trophies. I did not at that age. So did not play for OU, did not win many trophies. I won a bunch of trophies after I hit 50.
How fun.
And Heidi and I had them up in the attic, and we finally threw several bag full of trophies away. But
Oh, you did?
Yeah, they were just minor little tournament and things.
Right.
But yeah, I won a bunch after I was 50.
Well, see, and that's what keeps you going.
Yeah.
Is being involved with these competitions. Wouldn't
It
you
does.
say, Wes?
Yeah, if you can't beat them, just outlive them.
Yeah. And it keeps your tummy flat.
It sure does. These guys are in incredible shape. Incredible. All right, I want to ask you, Wes Miller, about the 5K at Nationals, and we're talking about the one in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Okay.
National Senior Games. The morning of the 5K, Arizona caught on fire, and Albuquerque was downwind of that event. So they came on the news and said, don't anybody go outside. It's a air alert day. You shouldn't be out at all. And so 350 old people went out and ran a 5K. And they seriously, they were monitoring it, and right as the sun came up, it lifted a little bit and the air quality got better. And so they were able to go ahead and send us off. And it was really quite an event. I had the triathlon the next day, so I wanted to kind of take it easy. And I was clipping along first mile, doing okay. And I thought, okay, now it's about time to go. And everybody around me had 70s on their back. I was running with the 70-year-olds, and I'm 59.
And you're, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
My word. Okay, well, we've got to take another break. This time is flying. But I've still got some more show here for you, so come back and let's talk some more Oklahoma Senior Games with Orion Whitley. Is that Whitney? Thank you. And then Wes Miller here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal all day long, here on the Eagle, 1640 AM, KZLS. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Charlotte Carey, Administrator with Synergy Home Care. Are you seeing a lot of changes with your seniors? Mom can't keep up with her housework? Dad is forgetting his medicine, or Grandma is falling? The effect of your aging parents can no longer be ignored. Don't worry, Synergy Home Care is here to help. We offer a wide range of services from hourly companion care to round-the-clock compassionate care. We can help Mom with meal preparation, drive Dad to meet his friends, and even help Grandma shower. Call Synergy Home Care now at 405-254-3046 to schedule a free in-home assessment. RRN will customize a care plan to give you the peace of mind that your parents are getting the care they need. Call Synergy Home Care at 405-254-3046.
Villages OKC is a plan, not a place. It's actually a virtual village for those like me who are glad to be alive and embracing aging with purpose and enthusiasm. Hello, this is Marilyn Olson, Director of Villages OKC. Here, trusted members connect our own skills to help each other and remain independent, living in our own homes. Villages OKC members like my husband Jim and me are not just living longer, we are living better. In fact, this is going to be our best decade yet. The exciting 2019 calendar includes an exclusive showing of My Love Affair with the Brain and gift workshops. These workshops create personal notebooks of information to make the bumps in life a little easier. And there's also coffee meetups, excursions, and whatever else we decide. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, or see the full calendar at our villagesokc.org. Villages OKC, it's a plan, not a place. And by the way, check us out on page 77 of the Oklahoma Senior Journal, one of our fond supporters.
Baby boomers are living longer, healthier lives, and when they choose a place to live, they expect one focused on overall wellness. Concordia Life Plan Community knows that living life to the fullest can happen after retirement, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with on-site fitness classes and one-on-one training opportunities. Wellness is holistic, and Concordia incorporates wellness in every aspect of the community. Dining includes farm fresh, locally grown ingredients, a diverse menu prepared by professional chefs. Helping others improves health outcomes. Concordia offers a wide range of volunteering opportunities, actively involved in the wider community. A healthy body means a healthy mind. Concordia engages industry thought leaders every month. Their Lifetime Learning Series gives residents the chance to learn from difference makers like authors, musicians, medical experts. If you want to learn more about Concordia, call 405-720-7200. That's 405-720-7200 and take a step towards wellness today.
It's time again to sign up for the Oklahoma Senior Games, the best kept secret in Oklahoma. Everyone ages 50 and over qualifies. Just choose which event or events you want to do, then train.
Here are some of the events that you can actually do. Some of the sports to choose from. Very active sports like triathlon, cycling, track and field, power walk, race walking, and swimming. The strategy challenging sports of pickleball, tennis, table tennis, racquetball, and badminton. And then the accuracy challenges of archery, horseshoes, golf, croquet, bowling, cornhole, washer pitch, and shuffleboard, and the team sport 3 versus 3 basketball.
Join us in September and October. Registration closes 2 weeks before your event. Call 405-821-1500 for information. Again, that's 405-821-1500 for information. Or go to Oklahoma, that's OKSeniorGames.com, and click on to register here.
Hi, I'm Jill Huff, and exciting things are happening at Spanish Cove Retirement Village, Oklahoma's premier life care, continuing care retirement community. Our management team offers 160 years of service to those we serve. We were established as a not-for-profit public trust in 1974 and are here to serve you as you educate yourselves as to the various available options in retirement living. We offer a no-obligation, confidential meeting to help you get to know the Life Care Advantage. Knowing the right questions to ask when exploring retirement living options is crucial, and we are here to help you. Come see for yourself what the Spanish Cove difference is all about. Call today at 405-354-5906 or visit us at SpanishCove.com.
All right, we're coming back in here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal. And we are talking everything Oklahoma Senior Games. The Oklahoma Senior Journal is a sponsor to the Senior Games. We were last year, too. Loved it. I got to go to some of the competitions. That was so fun. I'm encouraging you, if you're not a part of the Senior Games and competition, please come out and cheer these people on. You will have a blast. I can guarantee you. There's all kinds of places that you can go online and practice before the games even happen. You only have to register yourself 2 weeks before the competition you want to be in. So this is August 31st through October the 19th. You can 2 weeks before your competition is all you need to do to register yourself. So I wanted both Wes Miller and Orion Whitney to be able to tell me just kind of some human interest stories. What's the thing in your mind that is the most impressed you with the Oklahoma Senior Games?
I was going to mention earlier, I guess I said Heidi got me through a state title once because she came out and got after me in the finals, and I was really down and came back and won that thing. But the real story, to expound on that, in Arkansas with Bill Ligon, my good friend, who I've known for years, and he pretty well had me beat in a gold medal match there. And I was really down, and I was doing some weird things on the court. So Heidi got a little upset with that. She's my manager, and I recommend you get a wife or somebody to manage your tennis. But here's what happened.
Heidi's got her head in her hands right now.
He was so impressed. We sat down between games, and he looked at me, put his arm around me, and he said, "Orion, I don't think she likes you." That was her. So, and that hit home, and I came back and beat him.
Nice. Awesome.
Nice.
That was an inspiration. Nice. Well, tell us about Hurricane Hawkins.
Hurricane Hawkins.
She's 103 years young.
She's 103, and last year she burst onto the scene, or maybe it was 2 years ago at Nationals, and she won the gold in the sprint. Basically the 60-yard and the 100-yard dash. And she made it a goal that she was going to come out and beat her world record this year. And she did.
Did it.
And she did.
She sure did.
Yeah, phenomenal. That's 103.
Yes, and I actually put her on my website. She got over like 550 likes.
Oh, yeah. They were doing the festival of athletes, and they played a song in the middle, and she started swaying and rocking, and a couple of ladies beside her. 40 cameras descended right on top of them, and she was just the belle of the ball.
Yes, and where was that? Where was she at when she broke that record?
Albuquerque. That was at Nationals.
She was in Albuquerque.
That was Nationals.
That's so neat. All right, so tell me anything else about the Senior Games that you want people Go ahead.
I remember a time when my brother Ed and I were playing doubles against the doubles team of Bill Hall and Ollie Gresham, which were at one time ranked number 1 in the nation. And so my bud and I were pretty good, especially him. And he just put me in the alley. And he said, you stay there.
Okay.
Don't get out. And he played the rest of the court. Well, they kept playing me all the time. Those guys were good. And they kept hitting. So I was lobbing. That's all I could do. I just get to the ball and lob. And they must have hit my brother 15 times right square between the eyeballs. And he finally called a timeout and got me in the back. And he said, hey, as a little brother, you lob Bill Hall one more time, I'm going to run you out of this stadium. There's your big bud for you.
That's good. All right, Mr. Miller, tell me something. Tell me. You said you're a story man.
Oh, yeah. Story time with Wes. Story time with Wes.
And he has a great radio voice.
The local, yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The altitude out at Albuquerque was 5,500 feet for most people, but the triathletes, they couldn't handle that, so they went up in the mountains to 5,500 feet. And the lake we swam in, it didn't happen, thank goodness, the day we were there, but it's a volcanic lake, and sometimes the pumice would float across the lake, and you would swim through the rocks. And then it was a quarter-mile, 8-degree slope on the boat ramp getting out to get to your bike. It was tough.
Wow.
I was wore plumb smooth when I got done with that.
Well, I know you had said in Oklahoma, what is our elevation here?
Oh, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 feet.
So you're at 5,500.
We were at 55. I was sucking air. I couldn't breathe the whole time I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, we have since learned that you can get oxygen in a can.
In a can, yeah. I found it in the store out there in Albuquerque and bought it and has face mask and sucking on that oxygen can.
Well, now, could you do that during the competition?
You can do it right up to and before or just as soon as you finish the finish line, but not during.
How would you even be able to practice for high elevation?
Go early.
Go
early and just breathe the air.
Okay.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, that's how we would do it in Colorado. We'd go skiing, but we wouldn't ski the first day. We were just trying to get ourselves used to the high oxygen, or no, that's not what it's called. Low oxygen.
Yeah, high altitude, low oxygen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to tell you the senior games is something all of you need to get involved in. And there's also there's bowling, and you were going to tell me about a bowling.
Well, yeah, don't think you have to be running the triathlon. In bowling, they have a ambulatory division. So if you have trouble walking or you're in a wheelchair, you can set up that little, what do you call it, sloopy thing, and set the ball on it and fire it down the track and hit some pins and win a gold medal.
Yes, and that really is a competition because you have to set where the sloopy thing, you have to set where it goes, and you have to eyeball the situation to go, yes, I want it to go off at this angle, or this angle, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, and so we're telling you, even if you're in a wheelchair, you can become involved in these events. Well, we're already down to our minute. We're going to take another break. This last 3 minutes, this is our shortest break. So you have your pens and paper ready because we're going to make sure you get a hold of the senior games this year. So stay tuned to our last 3 minutes here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for, what does it stand for, guys? The Oklahoma Senior Journal. There you go. Here on the Eagles, 1640 AM, KZLS. We'll be right back. Super short break. We are back here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, talking all things Oklahoma Senior Games. It starts August 31st, and you just need to register 2 weeks before your event, and there's events all the way to October 19th. I'm going to let Wes and Orion tell us what those competitions are.
So starting August 31st, continuing through October 19th, basketball, archery, golf, swimming, shuffleboard, golf, croquet, racquetball, 5 and 10K time trials, that's on a bicycle, 22 and 44K road races cycling, 5K power walk, 5K race walk, 5K road race, pickleball, badminton.
Cornhole, horseshoes, washer pitch, track and field, 1,500 meter power walk, 1,500 meter race walk, 10K road race running, celebration of athletes. Well, and then October 5th, celebration of athletes, triathlon, bowling, tennis. That's in Tulsa. I'm already in that. Table tennis, October 19th. So
that's the last.
And early bird deadline, August 1st, 2019. Regular deadline 2 weeks prior.
That's right. 2 weeks prior to your event. We've already passed the early bird, but 2 weeks prior to your event. Did you want to say something?
Shout out to OKC, who's putting on the Chisholm Trail Triathlon in El Reno on October 6th. That's the Oklahoma Senior Games event. Thank them very much for doing that.
Amen. Did you want to say something?
And please make this a family event if you're all old enough. I used to enter tournaments with 13, 14 people. They would always call me and ask, are you entering? Because we would double the numbers. Make it a family thing.
I love it, Orrin. Good word.
The triathlon relay.
Triathlon
there were
relay.
6 people in one family. They had 2 teams.
Wow,
won
that's
medals
fantastic.
in Albuquerque. They won medals in Albuquerque.
If you want to call, you can call also. You don't have to go online, 405-821-1500. That's 405-821-1500, 821-1500, and then the website is OKSeniorgames.com, OKSeniorgames.com. Thank you guys for being here today.
You're welcome.
You were excellent. Woohoo! Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you, Robin.
Yes. Here we go. We're going out. If anyone missed this show, it'll play again on next Saturday at 10:05 on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour here on the Eagle, 1640 AM KZLS. Thank you for listening in on Oklahoma Senior Games.